I work on all the ground ladders and repair and test them to put them back on the trucks. I've got hose outside the door there that need to be repaired and are repaired. Just virtually everything that's on a fire truck, I work on it. Well, I go by Alan Price. Now, the first name is James. I have to do all my legal work by James, but I go by Alan. And I've been here with the fire department 17 years. Former employee Mike Battles, he's retired now. I took over his area of doing the non-consumables and EMS supplies. From there, I've come into,
Hold on. Is that gonna kill us?
he's gonna be there for doing that for a little while.
Oh, okay.
I will do a section of hose and show you what it is that I do. I'll hook it up to the hose machine here right now. I'll stretch it out and I'll put some water in it and see where all the leaks are, if it has any leaks. If it doesn't have any leaks, well, I know this has already got a hole in it right here, so I will shorten it right there by that much. I've got a pressure gauge right here, and I'll be taking this hose up to 400 pounds of pressure. Oh, I've had some explode, yes. And that's the only damage I could see that would need to be repaired. You take the old end off by just cutting it off like this. And this is a cutting device. Cut the hose. I'll put a new gasket in it. I'll use my file and clean up the sharp edges real quick. When you've repaired the hose or taken it off and fixing to put it back together, you use these brass rings. You stick them down inside the hose. Then you've got your coupler. Then you slide it onto this crimping device. Then you turn it on. You can see how it expands it out right there. It does that to that brass ring, and when it expands it, it seals it against the hose, the inside of this corrugated coupler. It won't come off. Put a new hose gasket on it where it seals. Then you take it back out to the machine and you do it all over again. This is the 5-inch tool right here.
Oh, okay.
compared to that little 1 3/4, that's a monster. 1 3/4 is one of the easiest ones to mess with. But you make a line around the coupler that you just got through working on, so when you start putting pressure on it, that line moves out, you know it's fixing to blow off the coupler. One of my former bosses was walking by when I was working on a hose one day, and it blew out and coated him with water. He didn't come out to visit me very often after that. See, it will move just a hair. I mean, just because it expands the material, but it didn't move it away from the coupler. So that hose is actually feasibly ready to go back into service. Yes, I'm certified to work on a lot of things. The nozzles, now when these get to where they won't open and shut real good, it's just lack of lubrication on that. That's not a serious problem. The hydraulic equipment, oil change, and making sure that the pressure is good on them. Chainsaws are the most. Change a chain bar, filter and spark plug, starter rope. It's nothing serious. This is the weight that you put on the ladder to structure, been tested, basically. What they're doing out in the field, taking care of everything they can as best they can, is great. I have no problems with what they do. I just hope I don't make anybody mad. With my name being all the paperwork, there's not going to be any cutting corners. Everything will be done right, or I won't let it go. I enjoy what I do. As long as I can get up and come to work every morning, everything's great. I may have a few bad moments, but I've always got a smile.